So I'm not sure if y'all remember the last time I wanted to review the Lowrider ST, which I have here in front of me. I had a couple issues. My dog had been attacked, my hand was swollen, so I just wasn't comfortable riding a bike that was not mine and risking something happening because I could not bend my hand all the way. Well, guess what? These hands is working today, baby.
God damn, Baker.
Infinit Ryda.
So what are you looking at here? You are looking at a 2023 Lowrider ST that belongs to Speedway Harley-Davidson. These motorcycles are so hard to get your hands on. Every single time one comes in, it's already sold, or someone's buying it that exact day. So luckily, two came on, or was it three? Two or three came on the last truck. So I was able to get my hands on one and get it out here to give y'all a review. Now, everyone knows what the FL, the FX, the FXD.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Everyone knows about the FXRT and that fairing that has become iconic amongst Harley-Davidson riders, especially Dyna Bros. Dyna Bros love that FXRT fairing. So Harley decided to tap into that market by creating a new, updated, more functional FXRT fairing. But this isn't no FXRT. This is a FLRST. FXLRST. The letters always confuse me, man. Too many letters. Now, let me know, what do y'all think of the styling of this fairing versus the initial fairing? I personally just rode this bike over here. I love this fairing. I feel like it's a lot slimmer profile and it goes with the bike a lot more. This isn't a humongous bike. This is a soft tail. The smaller fairing just goes with it really well, and I think they did a really great job at designing this fairing. It comes with these clamshell bags on here, which give you a little bit of storage here. You're gonna be able to get 1.9, I believe it's cubic feet of storage. This bag on this side is a little bit larger than the bag you're gonna get on that side because of the exhaust. A lot of people didn't notice that when it was on the Superglide, but it's pretty obvious when I look at it from the back. One's hanging a little bit lower. You got the 117 motor in here that's putting out 125 foot-pounds of torque, which I feel like is plenty, especially on this lighter framed motorcycle. This bike's gonna weigh about 120 or more lighter than what I call this bike's big brother, the Road Glide ST. But enough talking, let's get on here and ride this baby and tell you my thoughts on how she rides, because y'all know how crazy I am over a Dyna Lowrider S. But what do I think about the Lowrider ST on the soft tail platform? All right, let's get her cranked up. Let's get her in neutral. All right, let's crank her up. Listen to that sound. It's so amazing. No, it's really not. Stock Harley exhaust like have no sound. If you buy a Harley-Davidson and it's stock, before you leave the dealership, make sure you pick up an exhaust. If you buy it from a private owner, make sure you pick up an exhaust. Don't ride your Harley with no stock exhaust. You don't even sound like a Harley. Sounds like a powerful scooter. But let's talk about how this bike feels. All right, so I am 6 feet tall. Y'all hear this quite a bit. 230 pounds. And on this model, it feels like the foot pegs are up a little bit higher. So my knees are up higher than they are on my new old Dyna that I got. And some of the other bikes I've ridden. Like my knees are up just a wee bit higher. But I feel like I'm willing to deal with that sacrifice because it's going to help with the performance and the lean angle on this motorcycle. Yeah, you can really lean this baby over quite a bit too. This front fairing provides plenty of wind protection to help reduce that wind fatigue that you would receive if you were doing like some touring or some long riding, or you're going some distance or putting some serious miles in, or doing an iron butt challenge, preferably not on the stock seat. Then you're going to get that wind protection along with that stylish factor. And I feel like they designed this fairing very well. Like, I'm not feeling a ridiculous amount of wind to my chest, which when I don't have a fairing, I feel it here. And it feels like, oh, you can't see where I'm hitting. I was hitting my chest, but I feel it in my chest, and it kind of feels like it's pulling me off the bike. Now I am getting a breeze and I am getting some wind, but it's more like to my arms, maybe under my arms, which I don't mind. And I'm not feeling a lot of wind on my head. So I feel like they definitely spent some time designing this fairing to be extremely functional. I mean, the fairing works, baby. I typically like a lot taller bar, but I'm starting to change my mind on how I feel about that. This bike comes stock with a nice set of T-bars. I feel like the rise on it, I don't know what rise that is. That might be like 4 inches, 3.5, something like that. But the rise on it with the bar placement is perfect for giving me the most control over the motorcycle. I'm honestly thinking about having my Dyna's bars about this height now that I'm riding one with them around this height. I really do like this placement. I don't feel like my arms will get tired on an extended ride. I feel like I got plenty of control over the bike because I'm more on top of it if I want to do some sketchy stuff. Now, I haven't personally used the bags that's on this bike, but do I love them? No. I'm not a huge fan of the bags because of how they open, the clam style. I feel like if I was putting stuff in there, it'd be falling all out and I'd have to stuff, hold, and push, all that. But at least they're there. If I want to pack some luggage instead of wearing a book bag like I got on right now, which I didn't have to wear, I could have put it in the bag. But I'm a backpacker, baby, and I'm obsessed with having a book bag on my back. I just can't take it off. Then yes, the bags work. They look good with the bike. They're paint matched. They definitely work. Are they the best bag I've ever seen on a motorcycle? No. And if there was anything that I would gripe on about this motorcycle, that would be the one thing. Just the bag and of course the stock exhaust. Stock exhaust, trash. Don't like stock exhaust, but I'm sure the bike is tuned to that stock exhaust. But whatever, man. Somebody want to hear some noise. There's plenty of people who say when they ride a bike with the heavy breather on it, like this one, that your knee or your leg continues to hit it. They must have did this perfectly because my leg has not hit it any on here, but on my Sportster, my leg hits mine sometimes, or a lot actually. But look here, when I put it up here, I don't know, you can't see it, but my leg isn't touching that thing. I haven't felt this with my shin at all. FXLRST. That is 6 letters to remember. FXLRST. I don't think I'll ever remember Harley's letter thing, that they use letters to. They went with a very minimalistic tachometer or speedometer or whatever you want to call this thing. It's multifunctional. It does it all. So you got your mileage, you got trip A, you got trip B, you got your remaining miles to this tank of gas, you got a timer, you got an RPM if you want to use it, and then you're back to your speedometer, and the light turned green and I'm going. Now, how's it feel on the road as far as handling? The bike feels nimble. It feels solid and locked in. Like it doesn't feel squirrely or any type of wiggle wobble. It's like firm, planted, and going wherever you want it to go with a 117 power plant, 125 foot-pounds of torque, and a beautiful styling. And it's comfortable. The bike is comfortable. Even though my knees are up a little bit higher than I would prefer, it's still not a bad feel to this bike. It feels good. And I'm happy I actually got out here to ride it because I really do like this motorcycle. I love this bike. If I had deep pockets, I would probably have purchased this bike. No, would I have purchased it over my Dyna? No, I probably wouldn't. Over my Dyna, yes, but over the original Lowrider S, probably not. But if I could add this on to my collection of motorcycles, I definitely would do that. And to be fair, I don't feel like a Dyna is a better performing, a better comfortable, better anything than the newer Softails on the Milwaukee platform. It's just I like the styling and that raw feel of those motorcycles. I like cable throttle to where when I twist it, I feel more connected. You know, a lot of these new motorcycles have a lot of technology in them, and it doesn't take away all the way the feel that you're controlling the bike, but I just like that raw, original motorcycle gritty feel. I don't know how to explain it. I need to come out with a video on how to explain why I like old bikes. As far as performance, handling, comfort, anything you could imagine, these newer motorcycles, is that a raindrop? These newer Softails, like, they take the title, they take the cake. I feel like this is gonna be in the future, not right now because they're not making enough of them, they need to make them faster. This is gonna be one of Harley's top selling motorcycles, and its best performing machines, and its overall most versatile bike. This is a bike that everyone should love, whether you're someone who's into baggers, whether you're someone who's into performance riding, whether you're someone who, it is raining, I'm catching drops, son. Whether you're into like carving some canyons, or just going back and forth to work, or just commuting on your motorcycle, no matter what you're into, this baby got one hell of a lean angle. This bike suits all of those things, everything. I'm telling you, and the gripes I have with the bike, such as that exhaust, can be fixed. You just buy another one, which you're gonna do no matter what bike you buy. Like, even on my Dyna, it came with some Vance and Hines slip-ons. I ain't keeping those. I'm getting rid of them and putting an exhaust on there that I want. So if anybody on the channel ends up wanting to buy some slip-on exhaust for a Dyna, Vance and Hines, they sound really good, I got some. I'm gonna sell them, but probably not until I get a new exhaust, because I can't ride around with no exhaust. Is there drops on my camera? I'm hoping not. It said no rain before I pulled out. None. But here comes the drippity drips and the drops and the drips and the jello pudding. Well, I decided to rain on my way back. I don't even got no jacket on. I don't want to be wet. But yeah, oh God, man. You're supposed to slow down, but no one does that here. They just keep on moving, so I guess I should too. And I realize I change my mind so frequently on what my favorite motorcycle is, here, there, everywhere, but the Lowrider S Dyna version has just stuck with me. But I'm gonna have to say, my favorite new motorcycle as far as Softail is gonna be the Lowrider ST, which it was before I even rode it, because I like the styling of it. But after riding this bike, that just enhanced my thoughts on this bike tremendously. I love this bike. It's an amazing machine. It's full of performance. It's a fun bike to ride. It's comfortable. It's functional. It has your wind protection. It's got your bags. It's got everything you would need. I mean, I don't see anything else that could possibly be better. Comment down below. What do y'all think? Oh, I like that. What do y'all think of the Lowrider ST? I like that too. That is nice. But make sure you subscribe to the channel, like and comment below, and yeah, hit that bell notification and do all that good stuff, and I'll talk to you in the next one, or see you in the next one, or you know what I mean. Deuces. Love y'all.